Austin, I was curious. I remember we spoke to you back in the summer, and you said that the time off after the surgery was good because you were able to like really like heal and strengthen your ankle. I was curious if during the offseason you picked up anything else in terms of taking care of your body because I'm not trying to jinx you, but you're the one offensive line who's played every snap or played in every game.
Um, I think kind of the way. Oof, yeah, that's an interesting question. I think for me, when working on my durability, I think I had to do just more workouts essentially to strengthen different parts of my body. And they happen to be parts of my body I've previously injured, so I already kind of knew okay what my body needs going into my fourth year, what usually hurts at different points of the season, etc. And for me, it's just like my ankles, feet, typical stuff that offensive linemen, we run and plant every play of the game. So for me, it's those stuffs I worked on a lot in the off season.
How do you strengthen your feet?
It's a lot of ankle mobility. It sounds crazy, but stretching them makes them stronger. Stretching definitely makes it stronger. On top of, doing like ankle pumps, just little movements to strengthen the little muscles.
How, when you see the offensive line perform it the way that they did, finishing out the game with those drives, how much confidence does that give you about the run game? I know you guys are at 5 point something per carry, but where is the confidence level now?
Yeah, that definitely builds up our confidence level, pretty high. That's something we look to accomplish. So, the feeling of coming up with a plan on how you want to executing it, you get a lot of confidence from that. So, next time we get in a situation like that, we'll be looking to figure out a way to be better from the last time we did it. If that makes sense. So we just keep getting better, and make that a part of who we are as best we can.
Speaking of getting better, just talk about the overall growth of the team each and every week.
Yeah. So the growth of the team every week it's pretty good. I think our whole team understands that in this league you have to get better every day, because everyone's trying to get better. So the second you take a day off because you did something right, you're already behind. So I think everyone on this team does a good job of showing up every day and understanding it's a new day to fix things. No matter if you're a Tyreek Hill and you had a career game, doesn't matter. We all come up with something to get better.
Austin, how's this team been able to stay focused this season? You look at some of the other top teams. Kansas City lost recently. Jacksonville lost last night. I know they lost their quarterback. Dallas has lost to Arizona. You guys have not suffered any of those types of losses. Why have you been able to win all the games you're quote unquote supposed to win?
I think it just comes down to credit our coaching staff and the guys on the team. They just show up to play every day. We work really hard to take advantage of every opportunity we get on the football field. And we kind of set that standard in the summer and in training camp with being very critical of everything we did football related. So that's just always been our mantra with everything we do. I think, kind of like I said earlier, it allows us to get better because, like, even if you're great by week 5, you still have to find different things to do by week 7, or those teams are going to know what you're doing. So just getting better every day. It's just helped us stay on our path. And we're excited, too. We're excited to go out there and play every time, no matter who it is. We're excited to go play with each other and execute on what we've been practicing and working hard on.
Just curious, I'm not sure if you're able to think about this in the moment, like while you're, working up throughout the season, but it's just kind of a sense of gratification, kind of a sense of appreciation, especially for you and Liam, who dealt with early career injuries and adversity, and now we're kind of playing the best balls of your career.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely some You said gratis. I don't know why that word left my brain for some reason, but yeah, very grateful for the opportunity, and like you said, for Liam and I with having some slower starts that we did, I think one thing we always did was just keep getting better, which is kind of like the motto of the team. You take the opportunity to get better and you make something out of it. You don't quit or crawl up, because it's hard, or you might be asked to do something you haven't done before. So yeah, we just, for everyone included, we just stick with it and hope that the results, pay out for us.
How difficult is that, especially particularly for a player like Liam, where he's struggles with this season, to keep your confidence high and continue to push forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think for Liam especially is, you got to look at, the bread and butter. I mean, he's playing great ball he's played 5 different positions and started, and he's still an NFL starter at the end of the day, however you want to call it or cut it. He's still a great offensive lineman in the NFL. He does a good job of inspiring the line just because he shows up to work every single day and executes wherever he's at. You don't see his intent change or focus change or his attitude. He's always on his stuff and he's always confident in himself. So I think that's one great attribute about him that will take him very far in life.
Austin, one thing that we hear about David Long is he's very intense in practice or games. You have any stories or can you tell me anything about his intensity? Have you seen evidence of it in practice, training camp, anything?
Well, yeah, he's very intense on the field. Chasing him. He's fast, too. He's fast. He's got a good center of gravity. I'm like 6'5", and he's probably like, 6 foot 5'10". So if I'm not bracing myself to make contact with him with my knees bent, that's tough for me. And he executes on those type of things all the time. You see it in his game. He's actually a really cool dude, though. Every time I talk to him in the locker room, he's always got a smile on his face. So, cool dude, but on the field, he's a monster.
Austin, with the holidays right around the corner, I'm working on a story. I wanted to ask you, what's the best Christmas gift you've gotten, or what's the worst Christmas gift you've gotten over the course of your lifetime?
Oof. Well, I'll keep it relative to these last couple years. I got a Traeger for Christmas my rookie year. Shout out to Tua. I use that thing all the time. It actually kind of taught me how to grill. And the worst gift, I got like a Bartista. You know what those are? It's like a Keurig for coffee, but for like alcohol. But I don't know. It didn't taste right.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Bartender.
I didn't like it. And I got that like 2 years ago, a year ago. So